Welcome to Unpacked. The Corsair Graphite 780T is the cool new successor in town to the 600T. Let's take a tour.
Buy select AMD A10 APUs at NCIX and get Sniper Elite 3, Murdered Soul Suspect, or Thief free.
First off, the 780T comes available in white, yellow, and black. All three colors come with two front 140mm LED fans installed behind an easy-to-remove filtered mesh. The white and yellow versions come with white LEDs, and the black version comes with red LEDs. Just above the fans, we have two optical drive bays. Up top, we have a 3-speed fan controller, two USB 2s, two USB 3s, microphone and headphone jack, a reset switch, and a lovely start-stop button that is quite reminiscent of an engine start button on specific cars. Just a little further back, we have a mesh panel that is also removable and reveals a space for 360 or 280mm radiators. Next up, the side panels open up by lifting this handle, which also looks oddly from a car. The left-hand side has a nice window cutout, and the right-hand side panel is nothing special. To the back of the case, we have the usual motherboard cutout, a 140mm fan with height adjustment, a whopping 9 PCI slots, and the power supply mount on the bottom. Speaking of the bottom, there are two fan filters that slide away, revealing the power supply location, and an additional 240mm RAD mounting point if you don't have a need for your hard drive cages. Onto the interior. It's quite run-of-the-mill in here, nothing very revolutionary or exciting. We have the usual CPU cutout, cable management grommets, modular drive cage, yada yada yada. But what can we do to make this overview of the interior more interesting? This is my personal rig. It's housed in a Corsair Obsidian 700D with an 800D windowed side panel. I think it's time for a case swap. Now that that's over with, first off, I want to say that the interior for the 780 does have a lot of room compared to the 700D in terms of building comfortably, since the 700D had that separated compartmented zones for like cooling and stuff like for the PSU. Next up, for the 700T, it had a huge space for cable management compared to the 700D. I'm talking about the side panel to the back of the motherboard tray, just a lot of space. The 700D side panel would actually bulge from my whole cable management skills. But with the 780T, that's not a problem. Next up, the hard drive cages were definitely a lot easier to work with this time around, since the 700D had vertical and horizontal sleds, where the 780 had all horizontal ones. And I can really appreciate the fan controller. I added some Antec fans a while back on my 700D, and they had built-in speed controllers, so I'd have to fish out the speed controller bit and flick it low and high. But now I can control speeds without even having to find the wire. Another plus is the overhang here are kind of like pseudo handles to move the case around. Plus, it's not super heavy like the 700D was, and it actually gives you a place to like grab on to carry it around. And just having actual SSD mounts is super nice as well. Before, I just had them lying around the case and they're all like willy-nilly, so SSD trays. I have to say that I've been against white chassis for quite some time now. But with the 780T, there's a certain something about it that makes it quite familiar, and I actually just can't put my finger on it. But I really like it. I was hoping I'd be moving on to a much smaller chassis the next time I was going to get a new case. But it looks like I'm sticking to a full tower for just a few more years. What are your thoughts on the 780T? Too big? Not big enough? Not enough color choices? Leave a comment down below. Oh, and if you like this case and want to buy one and get a discount on it, enter coupon code JACK780T for $10 off. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this from NCIX. We'll see you later.